Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Jordan Fremstad. Oktoberfest is just a day away and thousands of people are coming to La Crosse to celebrate. As News 8 Now's Emily Haugen explains, the La Crosse Police Department along with area students are working to keep festgoers safe during the city's busiest weekend.
Oktoberfest is a busy time of year.
We are amping up for a great Oktoberfest this year.
For festers and law enforcement.
We're getting ready to go so that we can be there and keep the community safe.
La Crosse police are all hands on deck this weekend and hitting the roads.
Our focus is mainly everything outside of the Oktoberfest grounds and the parades.
Some traveling by car, others by foot.
And we'll just keep going back and forth.
Adam Schmeiser is the co-director of Riverwatch. It's an effort, mostly staffed by college students, to keep people from wandering into the river.
There used to be a lot of drownings in the Mississippi.
Those volunteers pace Riverside Park from 11 at night until 3 in the morning most weekends.
We also make sure that they're in good enough condition to be able to get home.
But this weekend is an even bigger affair as volunteers walk to keep people from drowning.
During Oktoberfest, we'll see probably close to 100 people come down here.
Police say with big events like this, it's important to look out for yourself and others.
We ask that the community is working together, kind of like a neighborhood watch.
Working together to keep festgoers safe.
Now, security on the fest grounds is managed by a private company. Off-grounds help will also be available at 3rd Street's aid station. That's at the corner of 3rd and Pearl in La Crosse. Oktoberfest kicks off tomorrow. And the Oktoberfest celebration excitement is in the air, and officials have some more tips for folks for additional ways to stay safe this weekend. Don't set out chairs sooner than midnight prior to the Maple Leaf Parade, and make sure to remove these items immediately after the parade is over. And don't park your vehicles or place stakes or ropes on sidewalks and boulevards at any time. You may be fined over $100 if you violate any of these rules.
Well, it sure has been a pretty cool start to the afternoon. After all, it was a very cold start to the morning. A lot of us woke up to the 20s and the 30s, but as you can see here, our current temperature map shows that we're now well into the 50s across the area. It's 50 degrees, as a matter of fact, in Winona, 51 in Eau Claire, 53 in Sparta, and 51 degrees in Viroqua, 53 degrees here in La Crosse. Let's get to City Cam 8, and you can see a gorgeous start here to the afternoon. Blue sky, can't really see any cloud development, maybe except into the horizon there off in the distance, but overall, satellite and radar picture is looking dry and overall pretty quiet, and we expect conditions to remain this way throughout the day today. Mostly sunny and overall another cool day yet again across the area with mainly clear and cool conditions as we head into tonight as well. As we head into tonight, temperatures will also begin to drop well into the 40s as well, especially overnight. But stay tuned. I'll have more details in your full weather forecast, plus another update on Ian here, Jordan.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Derek. Well, Hurricane Ian led to the delay of the final January 6th congressional hearing, which was scheduled for today. It was actually supposed to happen right now. That new date has not been announced yet, and the committee will release the final report on that riot sometime after the midterm elections. Fears of a possible recession have some retailers easing back on holiday hiring. Economists at ZipRecruiter say they aren't seeing the typical September increase in temporary employment. They say companies are taking a wait-and-see attitude on trends such as consumer spending and the overall economic outlook. Some experts say this lack of hiring could be another red flag about the country heading toward a financial slump. Not all retailers are following this trend. UPS and Target are planning to add 100,000 workers each over the end of the year holiday season. Coming up here on News 8 Now at noon, after multiple weeks of relief, national gas prices are once again climbing, and it's even higher here in Wisconsin. We'll tell you the reason why after the break.
It's Throwback Thursdays at Hy-Vee. This Thursday, a 5-pound bag of Hy-Vee one-step russet potatoes, only 88 cents. And Hy-Vee large eggs, only $1.49. Thursday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Under Governor Evers, hard-working Wisconsin families are being left behind. We're paying more for food, gas, everything. And Tony Evers tried to make us pay even more, a 20% gas tax increase, doubling the tax on home heating bills. And while Evers puts the squeeze on us, he wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to people who refuse to work. He even opposes drug testing welfare recipients. Tony Evers is leaving hard-working Wisconsin families behind.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Get ready for the Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on October 8th and 9th. Parking and entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Fall Gift and Craft Show.
Perkins burger, fries, and pie combos are back, starting at $10.99. Mix and match any of our 100% Angus beef burgers with fries and a slice of any of our pies. And don't forget to order pumpkin pies and muffins from our bakery. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
When we got pregnant with Lizzie, we were so excited. So when the complications started, it was really scary.
We never considered ending the pregnancy, but those are the kinds of decisions only a family can make. But Derek Van Orden wants the government to do it, banning all abortions, even when a woman's life is at risk.
I'm Betty.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Brad Paff. I approve this message because I'll never stop fighting for your right to choose.
It's Throwback Thursdays at Hy-Vee. This Thursday, Hy-Vee split top whiter wheat bread, only 77 cents. And our special recipe brats, only 69 cents. Thursday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
It's been a bumpy road for Kia lately. The car company recently made a move to change its image as a low-priced manufacturer. We reported this morning that Kias are now selling 6% above ticket price. While that is still true, the company's image might be changing in a different way. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration is recalling about 70,000 Sorento and Sportage SUVs from 2016 through 2023. Officials say a faulty tow hitch has caused 3 fires and accidents. Didn't cause any injuries, but Kia will be contacting owners of those affected cars. After gas prices fell for an unprecedented 14 weeks straight nationally and here at home, on average the U.S. gallon rose 1.4 cents in the past week. But here in Wisconsin, our prices seem to be much higher. Andrew Banstra has the story.
At a countywide average of $3.81 for a gallon of unleaded.
Definitely increased my living expenses. I can't have money stashed away. I'm a student too, so, it's kind of stressing me and focusing me away from my studies.
Safwan Takar dreaded seeing the soaring gas prices as temperatures start to fall.
The American dream is kind of a little harder now.
In Madison, prices went up 7 cents in the last day, while Wisconsin is seeing the second largest week-long increase in the entire country, according to AAA.
We've seen about a 45-cent jump week over week on our average here in the Madison market. That's a little higher than even the statewide jump.
So that's the reality. But what's to blame?
Largely due to a refinery incident in Toledo, Ohio last week. There was a fire that knocked the entire refinery offline. It's still going to be offline for most of this week.
So that means Wisconsin gas suppliers are turning to other refineries, often farther away.
So that adds additional layers of expense in terms of distribution and logistics, and that gets passed along to the consumers.
Despite the rising costs, AAA suggests you don't push your gas tank to the limits, fueling up with what you need when you need it.
I would anticipate that once these refinery issues are resolved, we'll see our prices here in Wisconsin begin to level back off and come back closer to what the national average is.
Now, the big spike is adding insult to injury, but this surge may not last as long as the one we saw this past summer. As we send you to break, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange, and stay with us. Medical news is next.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with a Harman pellet stove or insert package from Warming Trends. Order now and qualify for a 26% federal tax credit and receive a locked-in rate of $1.99 per ton on your pellets for 3 years. Stop into Warming Trends today.
Get up and go! You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBV.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
I worked in law enforcement for more than 30 years. I know what it takes to keep our community safe. Mandela Barnes stands with Defund the Police and supports no cash bail that releases dangerous criminals back into our communities. Barnes supports sanctuary cities and spending millions of taxpayer dollars on illegal immigrants. Take it from me, the bad guys belong in jail, and Mandela Barnes belongs nowhere near the Senate.
Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Beat high fuel costs this winter with the Vermont Castings wood stove from Warming Trends. Vermont Castings wood stove add warmth and style to function and convenience. Plus, they qualify for a 26% tax credit. Order yours today. Warming Trends, County Road Zion, Alaska.
In medical news this afternoon, doctors report progress in treating skin cancer, and a new study shows pumping some iron can extend your life. Michael George has a look at some of the day's top health stories.
Doctors at Georgetown University Medical Center found melanoma patients who received immunotherapy before getting targeted therapies saw a 20% higher survival rate over 2 years. Scientists say cancer treatments have improved significantly in the last decade. About 100,000 people in the U.S. are diagnosed with melanoma every year. Regularly exercising with weights can lower your risk of death for a number of diseases. A study of older adults in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found those who used weights had a 9 to 22% lower chance of death. Adding aerobics to that weekly routine produced the lowest risk of death. Working out with weights did not affect cancer death rates. An expert in AI suggests voice control smart devices like Siri could harm children's social and emotional development. The article, published in Archives of Disease in Childhood, claims unlike human social interaction, smart devices can't provide feedback if a child speaks inappropriately or give children context to the questions they ask. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Male doctors once dominated the workforce, but today nearly half of medical students are women. Medicine is in for more equal future as women physicians and at Mayo Clinic are celebrating Women in Medicine Month by appreciating the female students that are the future of medicine.
I get to watch brand new interns come in, and it's wonderful to have them step into their roles and just be a guide for them to know that, you know, this is a challenging profession.
2019 was the first year that the majority of medical students were women. As students graduate, I should say, the number of women in the industry is expected to grow. With that in mind, we send you to break with a live look through City Cam 8. So much for fall. We had freeze warnings this morning. Derek has the latest with your forecast next.
Warranties on composite siding often reveal future maintenance, like caulking or even painting.
Seamless steel siding requires none of that. Wash it when it's dirty and you're good to go now and 50 years from now. Seamless Beauty is available in 25 exciting colors in 4, 5, and 8-inch profiles with matching or coordinating colors for soffit, fascia, gutters, window trim. For a truly lifetime renovation of your home's exterior, call for Seamless Steel Siding installed by the Board Store skilled craftsman. Call or visit today.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You're missing time from work, bills are piling up, you have doctor's appointments, you're being harassed by insurance adjusters who are trying to get you to settle your claim. At Bygoff & Rohde, we take that chaos from you. We'll get the medical bills submitted. We'll deal with the insurance companies. We'll make sure that you get the compensation that you deserve. At Bygoff & Rohde, we get results.
There's case after case. Women working for Tim Michael's construction company saying they were groped, sexually assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. When they resisted, they say they were threatened, called a liar, and forced to resign. And when co-workers spoke up, they were fired. If this is how Tim Michaels runs his business, how do you think he'd run the state? Tim Michaels' radical agenda is so very, very wrong.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. A new entry door is like a smile on the face of your home. As the only Pro Via Platinum dealer in the area, the Board Store can help you design the door that welcomes you home. The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Clear skies across the area now. CityCam 8 in downtown La Crosse showing a nice blue sky. A couple of clouds there in the distance. Check on temperatures now. Current conditions 53 with a light north wind at 3 miles an hour. River stage here has been updated to 5.12 feet and rising. Temperatures across the upper Midwest look like this, mainly the 50s. We're actually seeing 50 in Duluth right now, 54 in the Twin Cities, 52 in Madison. As we zoom in towards the local area here in the Cooley region, current readings are mainly into the low 50s here as well. 51 in Eau Claire, 50 degrees in Winona. High temperatures across the area this afternoon rising to the upper 50s to low 60s today. So another relatively cool one is in store yet again, and very clear skies continue here as you can see over the last 6 hours or so. Daycast 59 degrees, mostly sunny at 3, and we continue that trend by 5, 59 degrees there, and by 7, mostly clear skies and temperatures at around 54 degrees. A surface area of high pressure, as you can see, that clockwise wind flow continues to build across the Midwest right now, and it looks like the indications are that it will continue to be around the area over the next several hours. We expect it, though, by tomorrow to move east. And what that's going to do is going to give us a south wind here to work with over these next few days and into Friday as well. And that's going to help warm up the temperatures here quite a bit. You'll see that here on the 8-day forecast in a second. But for tonight, 39 degrees, partly cloudy skies, cold, light and variable winds. Tomorrow, 66, partly cloudy and cool, south-southeast winds. There you can see the winds that are sitting 10 to 15 miles an hour. Quick update here now on Hurricane Ian. Very powerful hurricane. You can see the eye just off the coast of Fort Myers and now moving towards the north-northeast at 9 miles an hour. This thing is slowing down. That's not good news because it's going to pile up all that storm surge here, especially along the Bay areas. And we will be looking at some very heavy rain and very strong winds throughout the next several hours here across the southwestern coast of Florida especially. And this is about 35 miles now west-southwest of Fort Myers, Florida from the last update from the Hurricane Center. Now, we do expect the system to continue moving toward the northeast, weakening to a Category 3, but still a major hurricane over central Florida as we head into the evening hours tonight. And then weakening to a tropical storm, so a very fast weakening is expected as it moves northeast along the east coast of Florida there by Thursday morning. And then a turn toward the north again is possible with a second landfall around South Carolina near the Charleston area Friday evening. But luckily, this will only be a tropical storm. However, we could be looking at some very wet conditions here, and then especially once again off towards the north this weekend, affecting areas like Tennessee, North Carolina, West Virginia, all this kind of area up here, dumping very heavy rainfall. So this is going to be a huge rainmaker here after it exits Florida. And you can see over the next 8 days, we will be looking at highs into the low 70s here locally across the Coulee region. Again, that was from that high that I talked about, Jordan, that once it moves east, we get that south wind and we'll notice a difference in temperature. So if you don't like the cold weather, like me, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna warm up here temporary.
And that's not the worst to come.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thanks a lot. Still to come here on News 8 Now at noon, beer manufacturers are struggling. A carbon monoxide shortage is slowing down production, but a brewery in Waukee, Iowa is making do. Their unique production strategy coming up.
Ron Johnson's at it again, lying about my taxes. Let's be clear. My taxes are paid in full, but there were times I was getting by on peanut butter sandwiches. And that's why I support a tax cut for the middle class. Put more money in your pockets. Because I know how hard you work. But Johnson used his Senate seat to write a loophole that gave huge tax cuts to himself and his biggest donors, leaving us with crumbs. And that's how we get left behind. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
If you can hear this, you're losing energy. If you're losing energy, you're losing money. We can help. Contact River Valley Remodelers today. Our windows have been recognized as the most efficient of Energy Star 2022. They come in many styles and fade-resistant colors. Our design specialists can help you pick out the right style for your home. The best way to start your project is to contact us. For a limited time, buy 3 windows, get 1 free. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Being there. Every minute of every day. As your community electric cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. Value you can't really put a price on. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
It's a pattern we can't ignore. Multiple women accuse cop Dave Estenson of abusing the badge, trying to coerce them into sex acts for years. They said Estenson asked teens for sexual favors to avoid underage drinking citations and threatened to plant evidence on one teen if she told anyone. Still another teen said Estenson sexually assaulted her. He couldn't be trusted as a police officer, and he can't be trusted as state senator.
Download the News 8000 app today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
A nationwide carbon dioxide shortage has beer brewers battling to keep their sales from going flat. An Iowa brewer is thinking fast to keep its taps flowing for customers. Lauren Johnson reports.
So that goes back to us making affordable beer. Because right now with everything going on, it's not easy to do.
Kinship owner Zach Dobeck has one goal: to keep his beer prices low. Access to aluminum and cardboard have created hurdles for him and other breweries to do that after the pandemic. And now as a CO2 shortage looms, he's getting creative with how he'll keep his shop running.
This is the spunder valve.
Experts say the shortage is due to ammonia and ethanol plants that produce CO2 have not been able to keep up with production due to shutdowns or other COVID-19 complications. The technique they use at Kinship allows them to take the natural CO2 that's generated during the fermentation process of their beer and reuse it.
It allows us to save a little bit of money as well, so we're not 100% reliant on CO2.
The gas is used to give beer its carbonation and help it have a better taste. Kinship produces mostly lagers. Dobeck says it's a cheaper option to make and allows them to keep their prices low.
We're not feeling the impact as much. But again, this is not the 100% fix. This is just a way that we can self-sustain on that.
So what does that mean for beer drinkers? Right now, that's unclear, but beer producers are doing what they can to ensure there's enough to go around.
It's too early to tell. Iowans love their beer, so there's no getting around that.
Experts anticipate the shortage in carbon dioxide supply will continue well into the fall months. We're back in 2 minutes with a final look at your forecast. We hope you can stay with us.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
The guy behind me couldn't stop in time. Ran right into my bike. I wanted to know what my case was really worth.
I knew I had only one opportunity to get all the money I deserved.
That's why I called Hupy and Abraham.
They got me way more than I expected.
If you were injured in a motorcycle accident, don't take a chance on your future. Put the experience and knowledge of Hupy and Abraham on your side.
They know motorcycle law.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Call Hupy and Abraham and tell them you mean business.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems in the Rochester and La Crosse area, and we'd love to show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Derek Van Orden, former U.S. Navy SEAL. Over 20 years of active duty, defending America in hostile territory. 5 combat tours, hundreds of missions, sea, air, and land. Now, he's on the most important no-fail mission of his life.
Saving America for my grandchildren and yours.
Grandpa, we're just going to the park.
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Yeah! Derek Van Orden and I approve this mission and this message.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Anyone, anywhere can record crimes as they happen, and we're going to watch them right here. Watch iCrime.
Weekdays at 11 on My 8.
Another cool day is in store for tomorrow with highs around 66 degrees, partly cloudy, but then you can see we warm up to 69 on Friday and then the low 70s this week. In fact, we could be as warm as 73 by Monday of next week. Partly cloudy conditions will linger into early next week as well, followed by some cloudier skies and a slight chance of a shower or two Wednesday and Thursday. Meanwhile, those low temperatures that we feel in the morning will also warm up into those mid to upper 40s closer towards the end of the work week and also into the weekend as well.
Thanks a lot, Derek, and thank you so much for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it as always. We'll see you right back here tonight at 5 o'clock. I hope you have a great day.